Hold up, are we really going to pretend everything is fine? Things are heating up behind the scenes in Las Vegas, and the front office thinks the fan base is clueless. Two urgent things you need to know right now. First, does our coaching staff really think we can go to war in 2026, relying on undrafted rookies if our main running back goes down? And second, Klint Kubiak just dropped a truth bomb, and the message is crystal clear. Time is up. Training camp has changed, and if the Raiders stumble in the first 4 weeks, the season is over before it even begins. Buckle up and smash that like button, seriously, because today has been insane, and I'm not sugarcoating anything for anyone. Let's get right to it, no fluff. Bleacher Report just nailed it, saying the Las Vegas Raiders are the perfect landing spot for veteran running back Antonio Gibson. That's right, the guy who was riding the bench for the Patriots and is coming off an ACL tear. Now you might say, come on, Ryan, we drafted an absolute beast in Ashton Jeanty to be our workhorse. The guy had 266 carries as a rookie. Yeah, I know, he's the undisputed RB1. Behind him, we've got rookie Mike Washington Jr. and fullback Connor Hayward. But then what? Look at the red flags, Raider Nation. The battle for the RB3 spot is between Dylan Laube, undrafted Roman Hemby, and Chris Collier. Are we seriously going to trust our quarterback's blindside and Jeanty's rest snaps to guys who are completely raw in the NFL? It's absurd. There's a hidden void on this roster. Is Jeanty a stud running the football? Absolutely. But things got ugly in pass protection last year. His PFF pass blocking grade was a laughable 34.1. If we trot him out there on every third down, opposing defensive coordinators are going to eat him alive. That's exactly where Antonio Gibson fits like a glove, a massive bargain bin value in free agency. The guy was a wide receiver in college. He's got over 4,700 scrimmage yards and 31 career touchdowns. In seasons where he stayed healthy, he easily eclipsed 45 receptions. And the most important part, his PFF pass blocking grade was above 75.0 in 3 of the last 4 years. Our new offensive coordinator, Klint Kubiak, loves moving chess pieces around, lining up running backs in the slot and motioning them out wide to keep the defense guessing. Gibson would bring that instant veteran versatility that is missing in our backfield. Last year, we tried to do that by bringing in Raheem Mostert, but he just didn't fit the scheme like we hoped. Gibson would be the perfect insurance policy. If the young guys don't step up right at the start of camp, the front office has an obligation to call his agent right now. We can't mess around with roster depth if we actually want to compete. If that already has you worried, wait until you hear what came out of our coaching staff's pressers. July is here. Training camp is knocking on the door, and we have officially entered the most vital weeks for the future of this franchise. The Raiders have lost nearly 30 games over the past 2 seasons, guys. The margin for error is 0. And Klint Kubiak dropped a reality check that made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. He exposed how the modern NFL is swallowing player development whole. Quote from the head of the offense: "The OTAs are different than they were 15 years ago. There's less time, and it feels like with every day that goes by, they're trying to take even more from you there. The development is tough, so you've got to be really intentional with your time." Do you grasp the gravity of this? He admitted that, because of this lack of time and reps, the coaching staff basically has to figure out who is going to play for them before the position battles even start in camp. There's no room to test everyone out. It's strap on the helmet and hope the mental foundation they laid over the last 5 months translates perfectly to the grass. On the other side of the ball, defensive coordinator Rob Leonard is also racing against the clock to get all 11 guys on the field to understand the new terminology automatically. Why does this scare me? Because the Raiders' 2026 schedule is a trap. The first 4 games of the season are totally manageable, highly winnable. But right after that start, we hit a stretch that is a literal death row against the heavyweights of the league. And what is the Raiders' recent track record? Over the past 3 years, we've gotten off to pathetic starts. Worse yet, we suffered bizarre 10-game losing streaks in each of the last 2 campaigns. We are the blackout team. If we don't head into training camp firing on all cylinders physically and tactically to win those first 4 games, that daunting stretch coming up next will mentally destroy this team. An unproductive camp right now throws all the off-season progress into the trash. The bar has been raised, and the rebuild can't wait. Long story short, the roster has a hole in pass protection that Antonio Gibson would fix yesterday, and our Kubiak-led offense has 0 time to waste in camp, at the risk of ruining the season in the very first month. Now I want to get the temperature of the room down in the comments section. Put your bias aside and tell me, with this treacherous schedule and short practice time, how many wins do the Raiders need to pull off in the first 4 games so Kubiak's seat doesn't get hot? Drop your comments, subscribe to the channel, and as always, just win, baby. See you in the next video.